Hi guys, Blacksmith here. I'm making a video today talking about something that's super important if you want to make money sports betting, and that is playing good value. This is a great time for me to talk about it. Last weekend at the UFC, all three of my free bets hit and a fourth one, which was a parlay at about 8.5 to 1 odds. I've been saying for ages that Royval was going to beat Tatsuro Taira, and that it was the bet to make. But actually, if you watch my breakdown and listen to it, read it, you would see that I said actually it's a 50-50 fight, but Royval is the side. 3.40 decimal odds, that correlates to about 27% of the time that he should win. I cap that as him winning 50% of the time, so those odds are fantastic. That's how you determine value with betting. You have to convert it into a percentage, use the Action Network online betting calculator, you type an odd in, it will show you the percentage, what it correlates to. So Taira should have not been a play that anyone was on this weekend. He was very poor value, a minus EV play. Even if he won, the odds just made it unbettable. On the flip side, Taira was an extremely good bet. I was shocked. I thought more people in the MMA capping community would be betting Royval. I cashed on him, by the way, as well, when he fought Morono, when everyone said he was going to lose. I also cashed him to win by decision at 6 to 1 odds as well. People forgot how good Royval was. At these lower rate classes, the fighters are so good and talented, you can't really at this top level consistently out-wrestle or submit someone. They will escape, they will defend very well, and they'll keep coming for you. And with no 5-round experience, Taira had a clear disadvantage, and it was a big step up for him. I think it's a great thing. I think he will be a champion in a year, easily, but it wasn't the right timing. But the odds were so high for Royval, you had to bet it. You had to. Give you another example, and this is like how you make money sports betting, by the way. This is how you should be thinking. In the FA Cup final, Man City played Man United. Man United were, I think, 7 to 1 odds to win. And I said, look, I think Man City win, but you've got to bet Man United at those odds. You have to. Man City at 1.44 odds, I think it was, same as Taira actually, is not a line you can bet. Actually, I think it might have been 1.25. Crazy odds, never bet it. Playing the value works, guys. The reason why the average punter doesn't do this, by the way, is because they want to bet on what's going to win. They want the money now. So they will bet on bad odds, hoping for a little bit of money instead of betting the big odds, knowing that overall they will make profit. Understanding this is key, because the bookies want you to take the big favourite. The bookies wanted you to bet Taira this weekend, even though he might have won. What you would have won in return is not worth the risk. Did it the weekend before with Pena. We bet Pena by decision. It was in the free group. I think it was 2 to 1 odds, 3.0 decimal odds. And I said, Pennington probably wins, but at these odds, you need to back Pena. Pena won. Always be on the side of the value in these close fights, guys. Or close matches. If you've got that big an odd disparity, you've got to take the underdog. We cashed Watford as an underdog last week. North Macedonia as well, both at 3.0 decimal odds, 2 to 1. These are the plays that make you money long term. Because one of those wins, that win on Taira, made me 6 units profit. 6 units. If I bet a big favourite, if I bet Taira with the same money, I would have won like less than 2 units probably. So there is a clear advantage to betting these underdogs in the right spots. You don't want to just bet every underdog, but in general, the underdog side is the best side to bet. And I don't see any cappers giving underdog bets out, for football especially, because they're frauds. They're not legitimate professional sports bettors. Start doing it, guys. Start looking for the value. When you've got an underdog who's live, like North Macedonia last week, they were completely overvalued, or to bet. And the books do this sometimes. They know that you'll just bet on the favourite every single time, like with Taira. They bait you that way. Do not be fooled. Do your own research, look at your own data, and follow the value. What you need to do is, when you get an odd, before you make a bet, go to the Action Network bet calculator, type the odd in, it will show you the implied probability percentage. Ask yourself, do I think this bet hits that percentage of the time? If you think it hits more than that, I would add another 5% on for a margin of error, then you take the bet. If you don't, then pass on the bet. And that's the most simple way to sports bet in the world. And keep in mind, guys, with like football, there's a lot of variance. So even if you think you've got a solid bet, 20% of the time there'll be a red card in the match. That means 10% of the time the team you bet will have a red card. So already there is a 10% chance that your bet will lose by something you cannot control. This is how you should be thinking when you're sports betting. Most cappers I've seen, especially betting MMA and football, always pick the biggest favourites. That's where the worst value is. The bookie makes sure that you don't get the value, so it's not a worthwhile play long term. You won't make profit betting it. The underdogs, the draw lines, those are where the profit really is. So this is how you have to start betting. It is the way to make money, sports betting, and it's what professionals do. Professionals back underdogs, they back the play that the public's not on. As soon as people started messaging me in the free group going, I'm worried about our bet on Tyra, you've said to bet Tyra, he's such a big underdog, why have you got so many units on him? I knew I was onto a winner, because that means everyone's on Tyra. That means the bookies have baited everyone. So don't get it twisted, guys. This whole industry is designed to manipulate you and to pick the losing play. That's all it's designed to do. And it happened on Saturday. Everyone was talking about how Tyra was going to get a submission, how Tyra was going to finish inside the distance. One, the under didn't hit. Everyone said, oh, he's going to get it done inside 3 rounds. 2, Tyra didn't win. So the 2 most popular bets that I saw going around were not cashed. Don't listen to the noise. Make your own decisions on your own data. We also cashed the monster parlay at 8.5 odds to 1. All 3 bets hit as well from the free group. Get following me, guys. I'm hitting constantly. My record in the last 2 weeks has been 21 wins and 8 losses. And out of those wins, we've had odds at 3.0 decimal odds, 3.05, 2.7. We've given high odds wins. So you would be up. I think if you took every bet, you'd be up something like 13 units now. And that's for free. VIP groups, even better. I won over 30 units last week. 13 units alone were on the UFC. So get following me, guys. Start making some money. And more importantly, go online and learn how to sports bet. Type, how do professionals sports bet? What do they learn? What do the odds mean? How do I know when I've got a good bet? Ask these questions, because everyone who sports bets has a good knowledge of sports in general. The thing they don't understand is how the odds work and how line movement works. Educate yourself, because in a year you can be making a living doing this. So get involved, start doing it quickly, join the free group and learn how to do it, and start betting the value, guys. Stop trying to pick winners, because if someone is definitely going to win and it's an obvious play, the bookie are going to make sure that that line is not good value. The link's in the description for my free group below. Get in there now.